All right, if you're serious about your adventures, you know exactly what this looks like, right? Every big trip, it doesn't start at the trailhead. It starts right here. Spreadsheets, piles of gear taking over the living room, and that little digital scale working overtime. We obsess over every single gram because we know that out there, weight and organization can make or break a trip. But let's be real, the old way of doing things can be, well, chaotic and full of guesswork. So, what if there was a way to bring some serious order to that chaos? Well, that's the whole idea behind AligeraT. It's a tool built to help you master your gear, get rid of all that guesswork, and ultimately pack lighter so you can hike smarter. At its heart, the app uses a really simple but super powerful idea. We call it the double warehouse system. Just imagine it like this. You've got one giant warehouse for everything you own, and then a separate, smaller pack that you fill with only what you need for this one specific trip. And this is what that looks like in practice. Over on the left, you have the inventory. This is your permanent digital gear shed. Every single piece of equipment you own lives here. On the right, you've got the route. That's your specific packing list for the mission ahead. You simply pull items from your big inventory to build the perfect pack for each and every adventure. So let's jump right into part one, building out your digital gear shed. The whole goal here is to create one comprehensive, permanent catalog of all your equipment. This becomes your single source of truth for everything you own. Okay, so the very first step, and trust me, this is the most important one, is to log every piece of gear you own into the app's inventory. Now, you only have to do this once, and I promise it pays off on every single trip you take from here on out. And the level of detail you can add here is awesome. When you're adding an item, you can log its name, its precise weight in grams, no more guessing, the brand, and most importantly, its type. And this last part, this is where the magic really starts to happen. Understanding these item types is absolutely key. Base gear, that's your fixed weight, things like your tent and your backpack. Consumables are the items that get lighter as you use them, like your food and fuel. And personal gear is all the stuff you're wearing, which of course doesn't count towards your actual pack weight. Getting these categories right is what lets the app give you incredibly accurate weight totals. And hey, this is not just for backpackers. AligeraT is super flexible. You can actually adapt it for any outdoor sport by creating totally custom gear closets for all your different passions. For example, let's say you're a trail runner. You can literally create a whole new category called trail running, and then add specific subcategories and items just for that. Mountaineering, canyoneering, you name it. You can build a dedicated inventory for it. And remember, anything you create here is saved permanently for all your future trips. Okay, so once your digital gear shed is all set up, it's time for the really fun part, assembling your mission pack. Now we get to use that awesome inventory to quickly and accurately build a pack for a specific trip. It all kicks off on the home screen. First thing you're going to do is create a new trek, give it a name, and set the duration. So here we're planning for the Appalachian Trail October, a 120-day trip. This context is super important for your planning. Now, as you start pulling items from your inventory into your pack, you get this immediate real-time feedback on your weight. You can see your base weight and your total weight update instantly. You can even punch in your own body weight, and the app will give you some helpful guidance on whether your pack load is in a safe and comfortable range. How cool is that? Now, this is a really important distinction you need to get. Let's say for a short weekend trip, you're only taking half a canister of fuel. You'd edit for this route. It's a temporary change that only applies to this one trip, and it doesn't mess with the item back in your main inventory. But if you go out and buy a brand new lighter tent, you'd edit in inventory to make that update permanent for all your future packs. All right, we're on to the final stage, part 3, packing with total confidence. This is where you get to review your complete list, add any last-minute reminders, and generate your ultimate checklist. Think of the route screen as your mission control center. It gives you this final consolidated view of your entire pack. And what's really useful here is seeing the weight breakdown for each category. It helps you pinpoint exactly where the heaviest items are, so you know where you might be able to shave off a few grams. But, what happens if you haven't actually packed everything yet? What if you still need to dig that headlamp out of the garage or run to the store to buy more trail mix? See, this screen isn't just a static list, it's a dynamic, active tool. Every item you've added has a little check mark. If you still need to buy or find something, you just uncheck it. It automatically drops down to this handy reminders list at the bottom. And here's the really smart part. Unchecking it doesn't change your final weight calculation because the app knows you're still planning on taking it. And all of this work, all this meticulous planning, it all leads up to this one final incredibly powerful output. With just one tap, AligeraT exports this beautiful, clean, comprehensive PDF of your entire route plan. This is your final checklist. It has absolutely everything you need for that last gear check before you walk out the door. And this PDF has it all. You've got your complete weight summary, a detailed gear list all broken down by category, physical checkboxes for packing day, and every single note or reminder you added along the way. It's the perfect document to print out and use as you physically load up your pack. So, think about it. We've gone from that chaotic mess of gear on the living room floor to a perfectly planned, dialed-in expedition, and we haven't even stepped outside yet. We've gone from the gear shed to the trailhead. At the end of the day, this is all about replacing guesswork with total confidence. AligeraT is about giving modern adventurers the power of meticulous, data-driven preparation. It lets you focus less on what's in your pack and more on the incredible journey ahead. So, get ready to optimize your next expedition. The app is called AligeraT, Gestión de Inventario y Rutas, and it is coming very soon to the Google Play Store.